Hey, all Keith here from the Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing episode 2 of Metal CardBot Season 1. In this episode, we finally get to see the metal cards of the show be used. Before I continue on, something I need to clarify is one of the people who actually works on the show happens to be a Transformer fan. Which, is really interesting, especially since in the previous review I said how Metal CardBot could be a good competition for Transformers. Just thought I'd put that there. Anyways, the pros, the cons, and the mids. First off, the pros. We learn more about Mega Trucker. So we find out that Mega Trucker simply just wants to, dance and party and hang out with the humans, but obviously the humans are scared of him because imagine you're out with your friends somewhere dancing, and then suddenly a giant truck appears, turns into a giant robot, and starts dancing. Obviously, you would probably be scared, or most people would. Honestly, I would be amazed. I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, this party just got even better. But yeah, it was really sad seeing the people, run away from him, because obviously, imagine, seeing, a random vehicle come up and they turn into a giant robot. Yeah, obviously that would frighten most people, but yeah, it's kind of sad because it's like, oh, come on, he just wants to party. He just wants to have a good time. But yeah, it was nice to learn a little more about Mega Trucker. Next up is Yuri. So, in this episode, we find out that, no, Edo isn't Jun's okay, sorry, I swear, I know how to English. But yeah, so in this episode, I found out that no, Edo isn't Jun's father. His real parents are introduced in this episode, which is Yuri and Johan, which I will talk about Johan later. So yeah, Yuri runs a restaurant and is Jun's mom. Although, both of them, no, neither her or the father have blue hair, so it's either he dyed his hair, or this is just the chosen one syndrome, and he was just born with it. Which, yeah, Metal CardBot is the chosen one story, so, if you're not a big fan of that, then can't really recommend this, but, if you like Transformers, I would recommend this. But anyways, getting back on topic, yeah, so we find out that Yuri and her husband run a restaurant slash diner, and in this episode, Yuri has her son try and help out, which we don't really see him do that much besides have a talk with his two bullies who are onto him about, the giant robot, and Jun plays dumb and is like, I don't know what you're talking about, because, he promised the Blue Cop, I will keep your secret, which, at the end of this episode, I'm not going to say anything. Again, the series, just like Kamen Zets, the series is free on YouTube, but, I do recommend going to this other website where they where they are legally able to do a English dub of the show. Oh, also another thing I need to mention. Apparently, the name Metal Breath is a possible mistranslation. It's supposed to be Metal Brace, but I'm still going to call it Metal Breath because it sounds funny. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So sure, we don't learn a whole lot about Yuri, but, we are shown a decent amount to get to know that she is Jun's mom, and she runs a restaurant. Anyways, next up is the fight scene. The fight scene between Blue Cop and Mega Trucker was honestly really good, especially since, again, they finally get to use their metal cards. And I will talk about that after the fight scene, but yeah, the fight scene, really good. At the end of it, Jun is able to capture Mega Trucker like a Pokemon or pal with his metal breath with the card that he gets to use. But yeah. Now, speaking of metal cards, first up, Blue Cop's metal card. Blue Cop's metal card turns into this giant gauntlet, also known as a masturbation hand. Which, yes, I know, I know, I'm being immature, but come on! It's a enlarged right hand. Of course I'm going to make the joke. Look at it. But yeah, honestly, Looks really cool. I really like the transparent parts as well, even if, yeah, I know it translated to the toy, that means transparent plastic, and transparent plastic has a history of not really, doing that well over time, but hey, it looks cool. But yeah, Metal Blue, or no, not Metal Blue, Blue Cop's metal card looks pretty cool. His gauntlet also has guns on it, which is also really awesome. And then finally we have Mega Trucker's metal card, which is this shield Beyblade thing. Okay, not really a Beyblade, but it has like a spinning blade thing on the shield. It looks really cool, and I really like it. So, yeah. Those are my pros. Now for my cons. Surprise, I have no cons. Finally, the mids, Johan. We don't really know that much besides that he is Yuri's husband and Jun's father, and that he also works for his wife in the restaurant slash diner that Yuri runs. So yeah, that's really all we get. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I give this episode 6 out of 7 stars. It's really good. I really like the fight scene. The fight scene, the metal cards that we get to see in this episode were pretty freaking good. And yeah, in the next episode, Edo. Wait, am I saying that right? No, Edo. Yeah, Edo finds out about Blue Cop, so. Or actually, he finds out about him in this episode near the end, but, we'll get to see more of that in the next episode. But yeah, so, that was it for this review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!